I joined Toastmasters for professional and personal development initially. What I got out of Toastmasters a little bit later on was hanging around with people like myself who wanted to better themselves. It was a good crowd of people to hang around with. They all wanted to learn, to progress, both as public speakers and in the leadership side of the Toastmasters stream. So a very empowering organisation.
I was president of the Master Builders here in Palmerston North 5 years ago, and in that role I had to present to House of the Year competition, and there's 250, 300 people there, and I used to hate public speaking.
Public speaking is actually my biggest fear, and throughout my education and tertiary education I've just tried to avoid it like you wouldn't believe, but I thought enough's enough, I've got to face this and I've got to practice it.
I had a real need in the corporate world to learn to speak properly because I was getting more and more responsibility thrown on me to lead an industry group. So Toastmasters was the ideal place to learn.
I joined Toastmasters because I'm self-employed and I wanted a peer group that I could be engaging with and improving my skills when I'm actually working in and around clients and schools.
The skills I gained from joining Toastmasters were to speak more clearly, to be more comfortable in front of an audience, to organise my speeches, to listen to people critiquing me and allowing me to learn from that.
The biggest thing that Toastmasters has done for me is the increase in confidence. It's not just in your public speaking, it's in just interacting with people who perhaps made you nervous in the past, or being able to go into a social situation or a professional situation and feel a lot more kind of relaxed in yourself when you're interacting with people.
My confidence has gone up and I have learned other skills like networking.
One of the key ones for me is to try and learn to engage brain before an opening mouth.
I think the table topics are very useful in that it allows you to do impromptu speeches. It makes you think on your feet.
I'm finding it a little bit easier when I'm standing up there talking, facing a crowd, to actually look people in the eye rather than when I first started I was just looking everywhere else.
The main skills I've gained from Toastmasters is just being able to stand up in front of a crowd and be able to talk to them.
I enjoy the fact that we can have some fun while we're actually doing our speaking and while we are learning about how to actually communicate in an effective manner. There is a lot of jokes that go on, there is some banter, and it makes the evening enjoyable. There is a range of people in different professions, and so as a result we can engage with other people, and it just makes a really nice evening.
There are a very diverse type of people here from different walks of life, different angles of thought, all very interesting, and they can come up with interesting speeches which develop from their own personal life or their own experience or their own viewpoint, and you actually gain a lot of knowledge out of that as well as gaining the skills.
The people, I think the people are really friendly, welcoming. There are people, who came here for the same reason as I did, so I think I relate well to them and very warm and welcoming.
You get to listen to some formative and interesting speeches every couple of weeks to make friends. And again, I return to the fact that you hang around with a bunch of like-minded people that are interested in your development.
Talk of the Town is centrally located. It is easily accessible. It is easy for me to come to. And the timings and the people in the top of the town are very friendly, and I recommend any other people coming to Toastmasters. I definitely recommend Talk of the Town.